I'm Lou Sharp. I'm an amateur naturalist, walker, and wildlife photographer. And I'm standing next to my old standby, one of my favorite cameras for wildlife photography, my Nikon D850 camera, equipped with a 300mm telephoto lens. This has kind of been my standard setup for bird photography and long distance photography. In addition to that lens, I have several what are called macro lenses, which enable me to take close-up pictures of insects, flowers, and other types of stationary wildlife. In spite of the fact that I absolutely love this camera and the quality of the pictures is just outstanding, it turns out that because of the weight, the size, the bulk of the camera, and including the tripod, I sometimes don't have the camera with me, so that I miss various types of wildlife shooting opportunities. The interesting thing is that I always have this little device on me, my smartphone. And although it is used primarily for communications, it actually has a wonderful set of onboard cameras, which I'm really very impressed with. And recently have been using this device on my walks, on my various treks out of doors. And I must just say I'm astounded by the quality and the flexibility and the availability of this little camera. So does this little smartphone camera supplant or substitute for the great DSLR cameras of today? Absolutely not. I think these little cameras can be a complement and a supplement to DSLR photography. It gets you places where you would normally not be. You have it on board, you're carrying it all the time, and that gives you the opportunity of seeing perhaps some wildlife events that you would not normally be able to experience when using a complex rig like this. So I think the two types of cameras go hand in hand in unveiling the secrets of wildlife as you're traveling around different areas. And what I'd like to do in this little short video is to show you some of the still shots and the video footage that I've taken with this little camera, and you be the judge for yourself as to the quality and the effectiveness of this camera. I want to stress again that all of the photography that you see in this video has been taken with this camera only. I post-processed the pictures and videos taken by this camera in Final Cut Pro X, but I used it only for cropping, a little bit of light adjustment, and a tiny bit of sharpening, unsharp mask in a few cases. It's not my intent to do a detailed, comprehensive technical review of the smartphone cameras, such as comparing different types of attachable lenses, or the quality of the photos with or without the attachable lenses. It is rather my intent to demonstrate the ease and quality with which the smartphone cameras can capture a wide variety of wildlife and nature subjects. With this smartphone, I am using an attachable lens, in this case a telephoto lens, a 2x magnification that greatly enhances my ability to enlarge the subject matter that I'm taking pictures of. These are very well made, they have good glass, and I'd highly recommend them if you're doing wildlife photography with a smartphone. There are other types of lenses that are available as well, such as macro lenses and wide-angle lenses, and I intend to investigate these as well. I'd also like to point out that the footage shot in this video was done with the onboard microphone in the smartphone. Again, I was rather surprised at the relative quality of the audio files from that camera. The audio quality, of course, is not comparable to many separate microphones that can be attached to cameras, but nevertheless, pretty remarkable that such good sound could come from such a small microphone. I would also like to point out that the smartphone is a very useful tool for those that participate in citizen science projects such as iNaturalist, eBird, and many others that are available today. In this case, one simply uses their iPhone for both the use of the app and also the use of the camera. One simply opens up the app takes a picture of the wildlife or nature subject, and then directly submits that photo online to the organization that is collecting data on that particular subject. It's a very, very useful and handy way to make contributions to a better understanding of our wildlife and nature today. As I'm sure you're aware, part of nature and wildlife photography includes scenic views and landscapes. I think you can see here that the smartphones can also yield excellent results for these subjects and venues as well. So let me know what you think, and I hope you've enjoyed it and enjoy your wildlife adventures. Thanks.